So now we're here with another ADB Youth Ambassador for SDG number 5, and I'd love for you to introduce yourself, name, where you're from, and what type of work, and maybe also the project you did in order to come here.
Okay, my name is Nisa. I'm from Indonesia. Me as an ambassador in ADB is I'm currently starting up a business in agricultural field, and in a few years ago, I don't have an interest actually in gender equality, but recently when I learned a bit further about gender equality, and I'm starting to put an interest in gender equality, as in my country, in Indonesia, women have less participation, and we, as a woman, we are kind of subordinated. So that's why I put my interest in gender equality. And so then when ADB over then in a competition to bring an awareness about gender equality, I'm so excited to join it. So that's why I try to gather my friends, and we kind of make a campaign, as I'm working in entrepreneurship field. So that my goal is to improve the involvement, women involvement in entrepreneurship. So that's why I think it would be beneficial for especially youth, because I think startup in my country, in Indonesia, it kind of start to be one of the interesting job for youth. So that's why I want to kind of improve our involvement in entrepreneurship. Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you. Maybe a different question. What do you see is the role for boys versus girls to solve the gender equality issue?
Well, actually, I see that, especially in my country, the role of boy and girls is kind of very different because of the culture. We are come from the patriarchy country, so that's why since we were still in the in the elementary school, we always have a different treatment from our family, from our parents, from our society. So that's why we think that girls are not supposed to be like this, and boys are not supposed to be like this. But then actually we should have like a same access, whether in education and in health, or even for having a decent work. So I think what would be very necessary for, especially in my country, is to bring that access for equally to girls and boys, especially in education, because I think education will be the most important thing to give the understanding to boys and girls that they are all having the same opportunity to get what they need.
And so with that being said, providing the same opportunities to education, or at least opening up their minds, and then you doing your agricultural project, how do you see your project in an applied way really changing that in your country?
Yeah, actually me and my team in my country are trying to figure out how women involve in farming, because we think that one of the important issue in my country is, because my country is agricultural country, so we see that there is a big change recently, that our people in my country are shifting to a more industrialized living lifestyle. So they shift from farming activities to industrial activities, but then women who are like accustomed to farming activities nowadays have less participation, so they also experience less generating income activities. So we want to help them in order to give them access to maybe like a capital, so then they can manage a land, so they can what they say have a more productivity. So yeah, that's kind of so. Actually, me and my friend are trying to give like a fertilizer for women, especially for women farmers. So they can manage their plantation and then get the better productivity.
And you tie this in with the social entrepreneurship
Yeah.
that you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make the women themselves social entrepreneurs in agriculture.
Yeah, in agriculture.
Very interesting. And are you already working on the project right
Yeah,
now? Okay.
we're already working.
Very good. All right, and I think that also, answers the question how you deal with this in a conservative country like yours. But I think this is a very great idea, and I thank you for your time and all the work that you do. And happy
Thank you.
International Youth Day.
Yeah, you too.
Sure.